Hello everyone, myself Prashant. Hope you all are doing fantastic. So in the news these days we are hearing a lot about this oarfish, right? This oarfish was sighted in Mexico recently, and this oarfish is referred by some as doomsday fish, right? Now, what does this doomsday means? So, for those of you who don't know, a doomsday means a day in near future when there will be a huge disaster or devastation, right? Some believe that this oarfish is an indicator. If it is being sighted, it is an indicator of a doomsday, right? And here you can see the image of this oarfish, right? So let's begin and discuss all the important points related to this oarfish, right? So oarfish is related to disaster, and it is believed by many, right? So in 2011, earthquake struck Japan, and before this earthquake, there were 20 oarfish which were found on the beaches. This led people to believe that oarfish are an indicator of an upcoming disaster. If oarfish is being sighted on the beaches, then they are indicating of some ill omen or some unfortunate things which will happen in future, right? So it started from here in 2011 in Japan, right? In 2017, two oarfish was sighted just one day before earthquake of 6.6 magnitude struck Luzon Island. So this Luzon Island is in Philippines, right? So here also just before this earthquake, a day before this earthquake, two oarfish was sighted. So here also people started believing that if oarfish are being sighted, then they are indicating of some unfortunate or some ill omen, right? Some bad things which will happen in next few days or next few months, right? Now let's move to the next slide. So in 2013, similar occurrences were reported along California's beaches, right? So here also in 2013, oarfish were discovered before disaster, right? So it is happening here also. Now so this oarfish was discovered on the coast in Mexico, in Mexico country, right? So we will know where was this coast and in which state in Mexico, right? So here you can see, so this oarfish was sighted in Baja California Sur state. So this is a state in country Mexico, right? Mexico is a country, and it's not this New Mexico of USA, right? It's Mexico, it's a separate country. Here in the map you can see Baja California Sur state, and this is all Mexico country, right? You can see, and this is US, right? So and here on the east side of this Baja California Sur state, there is this Gulf of California, you can see, and on the west side this is Pacific Ocean, right? Pacific Ocean, you need to know this as well, it's important. And from here you can see Tropic of Cancer is passing, right? Tropic of Cancer, this is Tropic of Cancer. So through Mexico Tropic of Cancer passes, and here this is Gulf of Mexico on eastern part of this Mexico, on the eastern part of this Mexico country, right? So it is important to know, right? Now let's move to the next slide. So this is a peninsula, right? You can see this side also sea, this side also sea, and this side also sea. So on three sides this Baja California Sur state is surrounded by ocean or water, right? So that is why it's a peninsula. Now let's move to the next slide. So about the feature of this oarfish, we'll know what are the uh, feature or what are the physiological appearance of this oarfish. We'll know all about that. So this oarfish has 10 feet length. So usually it's 10 feet long, right? But in some cases they are even 30 feet long, right? So here you can see it's really a long fish, right? The length is from here to here, so you can imagine it's a long aquatic fish, right? Now let's move to the next slide. So where are these oarfish usually found? So these oarfish are found usually in the mesopelagic region. Now what is this mesopelagic region? So this is a part of the ocean that extends from 200 meters, that is 60 feet, to 1000 meters deep, right? This 1000 meter, that is 3300 feet. So this is the range, it's the rough range, right? It may vary by some feet or some meter at different places, at in different sources in the books, but it's a rough figure. And this ecosystem is not explored much on the planet. So this mesopelagic region is not much discovered on the planet, right? Here you can see in this diagram, this is mesopelagic region, right? So there are many regions. So first is epipelagic region, then this bathypelagic region, then this is abyssal zone, and this is abyssal plain, right? So these are all marine environment, right? And they are divided into different regions or range. Here you can see the range also: 120 meter, 1200 meter, 3000 meter depth, then 4000 meter depth, right? Now let's move to the next slide. So here you can see the striking image. It's so beautiful, right? But the kind of illumin associated with it, people don't want or don't like to see it, or don't like to see this fish, right? So about oarfish, so despite their big length and striking appearance, oarfish are rarely encountered alive. So though they have bigger length, right? Their length varies from 10 to 30 meter, but despite that they are rarely seen, right? And whenever they are seen, most of the time they are in dead state, or they will be in an injured state, right? It's rare to see them alive, right? So this is this oarfish you can see. Now let's move to the next slide. So according to the legend or the mythological stories, and according to folklore, common stories among common people, this fish is called Doomsday Fish, right? Doomsday because when you are seeing this fish, according to legend, it's an indication that there will be an upcoming disaster or devastation or loss of lives, right? So that is why it is called Doomsday Fish. And folklore also says that this oarfish is a predictor of calamity, right? So folklore means common stories among common people. So uh, so according to folklore, it is a predictor of calamity. Calamity means it usually means natural disaster like earthquake, tsunami, flood and all. So when this oarfish is being sighted, then it's an indication, it's a prediction that there will be an upcoming earthquake or tsunami and all, right? So this is what it means, and these are all folklore or legend, not the reality, not the fact, right? These are not the fact. Whatever points I'm giving here, these are all according to legend and according to popular beliefs, right? These points, we will know what scientists have take on this in the later part of this video, right? Now so Orpheus is one of the several mythical figures related to ominous predictions, right? It should be related. Sorry for the wrong spelling, right? So there are several mythical figures in India also. There are several figures, like even a cat. If a cat crosses the path, it is considered as an ill omen, or is considered as an ominous prediction that something bad may happen if you continue with your journey, if cat has crossed the path. So this is this Oarfish is among many mythical figures which predicts for which has this ominous prediction, right? So this is what it means. I hope it's clear. And this is everywhere, right? In every culture, in every part of the country, there are many mythical figures which are considered to be ominous prediction, which are considered to be an ill omen. If they are being cited, if they are being seen, then people have belief in their respective culture, in their respective region, that something bad may happen today or tomorrow or even after months, right? Now let's move to the next slide. Now scientists take on Oarfish, right? It's interesting. So according to some scientists, right? According to some scientists, Oarfish come to the surface on the coast because they are sensitive to seismic activity due to their proximity to underwater fault lines. So some scientists believe that oarfish are sensitive to the seismic activity. Seismic activity means the activity which happens at the seabed level, right? The movement which happens at tectonic levels, tectonic plates, you all must be knowing. So because of that seismic activity, and since seismic activity happens at the bed of the sea or ocean, so and that seismic activity usually happens at the fault lines where there are where two tectonic plates subside or collide, right? These are two these are two tectonic plates, and they are colliding or subsiding, right? So uh, here it is believed by some scientists that these oarfish senses these movements, and they come to the surface. And since tectonic plate movement is happening, then there is a chance of volcano and tsunami, right? So this is what it means. Then this point says that most scientists argue that oarfish are more likely to be displaced by environmental factors such as powerful ocean currents or illness, right? So most scientists argue that due to environmental factors, these oarfish come to the coast of the sea or coast of the ocean, or they come on the surface of the ocean because of environmental factors. So there can be multiple environmental factors, right? So the most primary environmental factor which is considered by the scientists are powerful ocean currents, right? And then the scientists also believe that due to illness also, these oarfish come to the surface of the ocean or sea. And mostly these oarfish come on the surface when they are injured, or when they are suffering, right? Or they will be sighted on the coast when they are in dead state, when they are dead, right? It's rare to sight them alive on the surface, right? On the surface of the sea or on the coast, right? Now let's move to the next slide. So thank you for your time. I hope you learned and enjoyed this video. So I hope I have covered all the important points. It was an important current affair, since everywhere it was going on, everyone was seeing, reading it. That is why I thought it's important to bring it here. So thank you again. Thank you so much.